Hello everybody and welcome to my comic review. I am Rainbow Red Panda and today I will be reviewing the Accelerators, which I just kind of randomly got in my pull this week. I don't remember ordering it previously, but I am very, very glad that it got put in my pull somehow. And if I accidentally took it from someone else at the comic store, I apologize and you're not getting it back, so you're going to have to order another one. It is produced by Blue Juice Comics, which I said in Wednesday's issue of Comic Time that I was not familiar with them. There was slightly a reason for that. As far as I can tell, this is the only thing that they have done. They are a branch off company of Blue Juice Films Inc. And I have heard of them, but I'm not quite sure why I've heard of them. So if you've heard of them, then that makes one of us. I will be looking them up after I do this review, but so far the Accelerator seems to be the only thing that Blue Juice Comics has done. I really love this comic. Just looking at the cover, I kind of had suspicions. Like, if you look at this part, it's like fighting, but it's like different people from different time periods, and it kind of reminded me of two things. One, it reminded me of the YouTube videos, the epic rap battles of history or whatever, and I think those are hilarious, some of them. The other thing that it reminded me of is, if you've read the Walking Dead comics, I'm not sure if this also applies to the show because I've only watched the first 3-ish episodes. I need to watch the rest of them. I don't know, I'm lazy and have a lot of other television priorities. But if you read the Walking Dead comics, there is like a clan that does fighting for entertainment, and it kind of reminded me of that. And whenever you read the first couple pages, that's really what it reminds you of. It also kind of reminds you of like the epic rap battles of history or whatever, because it's like they put like two different time period people, like a caveman, like a British soldier, and stuff like that. Like, they put them all together. Not quite sure how they all got together. This takes place in the year 2012, so it's not that far in history, or that far in the future, but I guess the one complaint that I do have about this comic is, if you look at it, the people these are like the three main characters so far right here. Well, these two are the same. These two, and then there's a man right here. These three are the main characters. He is from the year 1982, I believe. They are from the 60s. Now, I was not born in 1982 or in 1962, but I believe from the pictures that I have seen that these are not appropriate attire. I don't know, 60s hair doesn't look like that. That looks very modern. And I don't know. That's like the one complaint that I have, is that these people don't look like they're from the time period that they say that they're from. But other than that, I like it a lot. There was one scene, like one of the very first scenes, the moon was kind of distracting to me. Like this right here. I looked at these three pictures and all I saw was this moon. Right here. That's all I saw. I stared at that moon for like 2 or 3 minutes and I was just like, that is really bright and really cool, but like I couldn't concentrate on the other things around it. And that's something that doesn't happen to me a lot in comics. It happens every once in a while, but usually it's like a bright color or something. It's not just like a big bright moon. So kudos to them on that, but it was also just a little bit too distracting for me. But I don't know, I mean, I'm weird and easily distracted, so you guys might not have the same problem, but I would highly suggest going to get this comic, whether you read it digitally or you go and pick it up at your comic store. I would definitely get it. It is really, really good. It's definitely something that I would regret not reading, and from what I've read, it's gotten a ton of like positive reviews. Like, everybody seems to like it, and everybody seems to think that it's really good. I haven't really seen anything bad about it. The only complaints that I really have are, the drawing things of putting the girl that, from the 60s who looks like she could be like a librarian or something, modern day. That's the only complaint that I really have about it, but I don't know, it's like the time travel, like this woman who is some sort of science engineer, works in a lab, I'm guessing. They have these like time travel donuts that they, I guess, got to work, and they can travel into the future, but they cannot travel back to the past. So once they're gone from 1962 or whatever year it is that they're from, they are not able to go back. And they travel in certain patterns, I guess. And it's kind of, I don't know, it's very interesting. And they are based, in the beginning, she is running from this man who I don't know, I just kind of assumed him to be someone in her lab that, wanted her to stop the experiment or whatever. But he turned out to be her husband, who I don't think has any connection to her line of work. She ends up being in like the 80s and in front of a theater where this group of people just got done seeing the Bill and Ted movie from the 80s, and I love that movie. I think it's hilarious. And how appropriate then is you just saw Bill and Ted, and now this woman is there from the future, or from the past, and one of the boys accidentally grabs onto her donut while trying to stop her from being hit by a semi, and he goes into the future, gets freaked out, but he thinks it's cool. I mean, he's like from the 80s. I don't know, they thought everything was cool, right? I have no idea. But, I don't know, I think it's really interesting. I'm not making it sound very interesting, I know, but it really is. It's like, it's a 4-issue, I don't know, it's a mini-series, according to what I've read, and I don't know, I just really like it. It ends with them in the same time period as these games that are going on. So here's like the games. It's like an arena full of people. I don't know, I mean, if you've read the Walking Dead comics, like, you can totally relate to this, I think. You can see where I'm coming from by relating it to The Walking Dead. It's like The Walking Dead in color. It has nothing to do with zombies, but it's like arena and fighting, and I don't know, that's like what that one clan did. If you haven't read The Walking Dead, then I spoiled like the middle part of the first compendium for you, and I'm sorry, but it's not a very important part. But I don't know. I'm not sure what this time frame is. The games take place a little bit further in our future. It would be probably like the year like 2032 maybe. But I'm not sure what the circumstances are of these people doing these things, but they end up going into that, and it kind of ends there with the people of that time frame picking up the man and the boy from the 80s and trying to decide what to do with them. The woman, I'm not sure where she ended up, but I think that she'll be in the next issue, and I'm excited about it. And another thing that I really, really liked about this, okay, I have never heard of Blue Juice Comics. So you would think that that means that they're like a little company somewhere that, needs, Kickstarters or needs something to release comic books. And usually when that happens, you see, comics with a lot of advertisements, things like that. I mean, you can't open like a Marvel or DC comic without having like a ton of advertisements. Usually the middle page is like a big full page advertisement for something. Like, there's advertisements everywhere. The back cover, like the inside of the front cover, like there's at least like 7 advertisements. If you're lucky, there's only 7. And this one, there is not one advertisement at all. There is not one anything. There's this on the back, but it's just kind of like, I think that some of these guys have something to do with Blue Juice, and it's just like promoting like their podcasts. And I think that seems like a really kind of cool idea. Other than that, that is the only thing in this whole thing. There is not an advertisement at all. From start to finish, all you have is comic. So it's a longer comic just for that reason. You have all of these pages covered. It's all story. And that is one of the things that I really liked about it the most, was that you don't have all of these like advertisements for things that like obviously people are not going to play about. I don't know how many Marvel comics I picked up that have basketball advertisements on the back. I'm sorry, but I don't care about basketball. I don't care about the NBA. Like, I don't. And, you get, it's Marvel is kind of one of those comics that are followed all around the world. I don't know if, people that get comics in, like, Australia or that get comics in, like, Japan, I don't know if, they do, I'm guessing that they do different advertisements in those areas, but if not, you're going to have somebody in, like, England that has, like, the NBA on the back of their comic, and they're going to be like, what the hell? Like, I don't want this on my comic. So I don't like the advertisements like that in comics. Like, if you're gonna advertise for other comics, that's one thing. But advertising for like products, like drinks, like Dr. Pepper was in one of them, that kind of stuff. Like, I don't think that you should do that in comic books. Like, it's just not acceptable. And this does not have any of it. I don't know. I really like the storyline. It's something that I would be into. And I feel like just from reading the comments that you guys have left on my channel, that you kind of relate to me in a little bit, and so I think that you guys would really enjoy this as well. It's just, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of, it's like a time travel comic, but it's not, normal. I think that something's going to happen with it, and I don't know, I really, really like it, and I think that you guys will really, really like it too, so I really want you guys to all go and get it. So, if you guys see it at your comic book store, pick it up. Comixology has it. I'm sure that Blue Juice Comics has it. I think I actually saw on their Twitter page that you can order it off of there, and then they send you like stickers and stuff. Like, I feel like I got ripped off because all I got was a comic. Like, they got like posters and stickers and stuff. I don't know. Maybe they did like a promotional package where they're promoting the comic. I don't really know, but I feel like I got ripped off because I didn't get a sticker. But if you want a sticker or a patch or a poster, I think they can hook you up if you order it from them online. I didn't even know that I ordered this. For all I know, I didn't, and they just knew that I would love it, and so they came to the comic book store and gave it to me. I really have no idea. I don't know. It sounds crazy, but I really don't know how I got this. But once again, I'm very glad that I got this. This might be one of my favorite comics that I've read so far that I got this week. It did not come out this week. It came out a couple weeks ago. It's from May 2013, but I don't know, and it is the first print. It may have gone to the second print already, I don't know. It seems like it's been really popular with people, so I don't know. I'll look, and I have to let the guy at the comic book store know how I feel about this. So, I don't know, that's all I really have for this review. I hope that you guys got something out of it besides the fact that I don't like advertisements. I would definitely suggest picking it up. And that's all I have for you for this review. So until next time, goodbye!